Sometimes whenever you're looking after your stoma, all you need is a good pouch and it sticks on and you don't need anything else. However, there are instances whenever people do need to use some accessories, and I just thought that I would share some of the most common accessories that people use. Somebody has a stoma that is maybe causing leakages, or that you're developing sore skin on a regular basis, or perhaps you have very uneven skin contours around the stoma. A seal or a washer works really well. The idea of it is that you stretch it out to the shape and size of your stoma, and you then put it onto the stoma, down onto the peristomal skin, and then you attach your pouch then over the top of that. The idea being is that it really helps to heal and protect your maybe sore peristomal skin, and also prevent some problems developing as well. Works really well as a preventative as well as a protector. Paste is a useful tool in the stoma nurse's cupboard as well. I would recommend that you use it if you have a dip or a crease that needs filled in, and just to even out uneven skin contours. Works really well to help ensure that your pouch is adhered really securely. Probably one of the first things that people would be introduced to, and now this is different in different markets and different countries across the world, depending on whether these things are easily available or not. But something that's really common in the patient group that I looked after would have been adhesive remover spray. And this works really well because it breaks the seal between the pouch and the skin and allows you to remove your pouch without any trauma at all. So another common accessory that people would use as well would be the adhesive remover wipe. Works very similar to your adhesive remover spray in that it breaks the seal between your pouch and your skin. But it's also useful whenever you're travelling, that you don't want to take too many cans or canisters with you, and they can go really easily into your hand luggage. Another accessory which can be used in some instances, definitely not for everybody that has a stoma, but if you're undertaking exercise or physical activity, or perhaps you're going into a meeting and you think that you won't have time to be able to empty your pouch. These little things are called solidifying agents, and you put one into your pouch and it causes the output in your pouch to become a more jelly-like substance, and therefore reduces the need for you having to empty it. It reduces it sloshing around a little bit, and just makes your stoma management a little bit more manageable in extreme circumstances. A stoma cap is useful for people with a colostomy or a fistula. The idea behind it is that you cut it out exactly the same as you would do with your stoma pouch, and you just stick it on using the adhesive. But the idea is that it gives you a little bit more discretion, especially in intimate moments. If you have a colostomy and you don't want to have a bag on, it just makes it a little bit more discreet to have this on your tummy. If you have somebody that has a fistula that's not really producing a lot, but it does need to be covered, the little stoma cap works well in that instance as well. Flange extenders within the last couple of years have been a recent development, otherwise known as half moons or banana shapes. But the idea behind them is really to improve and increase the security around your pouch down onto your skin. Really, really useful if you have a peristomal hernia and you need an extra width of adhesive to ensure that your pouch is well secured. But also useful if you are undertaking any physical activities, undertaking any exercises or sports. It just gives you that extra level of security to the outside of your pouch. So the last accessory that I want to talk to you about is the support belt. Whenever you have a stoma formed, you are at risk of developing a peristomal hernia, and it very much depends on other factors as well. There's been a lot of research into the prevention of peristomal hernias, and that would be no heavy lifting for the first 6 or 8 weeks after your surgery, and then whenever you are undertaking exercise or heavy lifting, or depending on what your work is, then you would be recommended to wear a support belt. And the idea of this is that it protects your abdominal muscles. Now, there is some line of thought that you would wear it all day, every day, but really other people then would just think you wear it whenever you are undertaking these heavy activities. You take it off at night and then reapply it then first thing in the morning. So there are lots and lots of companies who create stoma pouches and accessories which work alongside them, and every company has their own range of accessories. So it very much depends on the product that you use and the products that you're comfortable with, but also what is available through your nurse and in your country. But the products that I've discussed are really representative of what every other company produces as well.